She was just a maid, quiet, humble, and almost invisible. She spoke only when needed, and never dared to sit while others ate. But one day, the billionaire caught her doing something strange, standing by the fridge, staring inside again and again. What happened next shocked everyone. Stay with me till the end to find out why she was doing it, and how it changed everything. The Winter Mansion towered over Chicago, its glass walls gleaming like ice. Inside lived Alexander Winters, a billionaire known for his ruthless business mind and colder heart. People called him Mr. Freeze, not just because of his name, but because emotions simply didn't exist in his world. Among his staff was a 24-year-old maid named Rosa, soft-spoken, modest, and easily overlooked. She'd been working there for just 4 months, always on time, never complaining, and never taking more than she was given. But Alexander had noticed something odd. Rosa often checked the fridge, not once or twice, but several times a day. She'd quietly open it, scan the shelves, look at the labels and expiry dates, then close it again without touching a thing. It made no sense. One afternoon, Alexander returned home early, furious after a business deal fell apart. As he passed the kitchen, he caught her again standing there, staring into the fridge. His voice thundered through the room. "What on earth are you doing?" Rosa jumped, shutting the fridge in a panic. I was just spying. Stealing, looking for leftovers," he barked. Tears welled up in her eyes. "No, sir, I wasn't enough," he snapped. "You're fired. Pack your things. I don't need a thief in my house." She didn't beg. She didn't plead. She just nodded, held back her tears, and left. By nightfall, Rosa was gone. But Alexander couldn't shake the image from his mind. The way she froze in fear. The way she didn't defend herself. It wasn't guilt. It was curiosity. 3 days later, his housekeeper, Mrs. Carter, approached him hesitantly. "Sir, about Rosa." He frowned. "What about her?" "She wasn't stealing. She was checking expiry dates," Carter said softly. Alexander's expression darkened. "Why?" "She took expired food home, sir, not for herself but to feed 3 children in her building. Their mother died. Their fathers drank. She didn't want them to go hungry." Alexander was speechless. "She even used her own pay to buy them medicine last week," Carter added. "She was sick that day but came to work anyway. She couldn't afford to lose the job." That night, Alexander stood in front of the same fridge, not looking at the food, but at the truth. How could someone with everything throw away food, while someone with nothing risked everything to feed others? Meanwhile, Rosa sat in her tiny apartment, walls cracked, heater broken, counting her last $12. She had gone without food for 2 days, so that the Liam, Daniela, and little Maracudit, a knock echoed through the room. She thought it was her landlady asking for rent, but when she opened the door, her heart nearly stopped. There stood Alexander Winters, holding 2 large paper bags. "I need to talk," he said quietly. She stepped aside. He placed the bags on the table. "Groceries, baby formula, medicine, bread." "I misjudged you," he said. "I accused you without knowing the truth. I was wrong." Rosa blinked, tears filling her eyes. "I know why you were checking the fridge," he continued, "and I'm not here just to apologize. I want to offer you something." He took a deep breath. "I want to sponsor your education. My company runs a community program, and I want you to study whatever you dream of. When you graduate, you'll have a job in our foundation helping families like the one you've been helping." Rosa's lips trembled. "Why, me?" Alexander's voice softened. "My mother was a maid too," he said. "She worked herself to the bone, but no one ever helped her. When I saw you, I saw her. Maybe it's time I start doing something that actually matters." Rosa could barely speak. He smiled faintly. "You don't have to say anything. Just don't lose that heart of yours." A week later, Rosa returned to the mansion not as a maid, but as a student intern helping launch a new food donation program. Inspired by her story, the mansion's kitchen became a hub where surplus food went to shelters instead of trash bins. The children she once fed Alexander enrolled them in a private school, and 3 years later, Rosa became the director of that same program, armed with her degree and her unshakable compassion. They say money makes the world go round, but kindness makes it worth spinning. Because sometimes, the quietest people carry the loudest stories. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Kindest Stories for more tales that remind us that even in a cold world, one warm heart can change everything.